Only a Dane would look at their dinner and say, this looks delicious, but it needs to be more brown. Our meatballs are brown, our pork roasts are brown, our bread is super brown, and we have a dish that is so brown that we just call it væltet lokum, knocked over toilet. Also, no Danish Christmas dinner could ever be complete without this side dish that we simply call brune kartofler, brown potatoes. And what do you do as a Dane if you're eating some food that isn't brown? Then you can always smother it with the most typical Danish gravy, which is called brun sauce, brown gravy. Yes, it has no real name, we just know it by the color. We want our food brown, and this is the secret behind a lot of this brownness. Madkulør, food color. It's a thick liquid food coloring made from caramelized sugar and ammonia that you can add to sauces, stews, or casseroles. It is incredibly strong stuff. It takes very little to turn a whole pot of food a dark, dark brown. I mean, this stuff is so effective. Some people use it to stain wooden furniture. I am not kidding. In other countries, they make their sauces brown by roasting and simmering meat, bones, and vegetables for hours. In Denmark, we just make a quick white sauce that looks a lot like wallpaper paste, and then we go to town with a little brown bottle. The instructions on the bottle say to use 1 teaspoon per liter of gravy, but no Dane in the history of the country has ever measured how much kulør we use. Here's how you actually find the correct amount. You start with a few drops because you know it's powerful stuff, but that only makes your gravy light brown. That's not good enough. So you add more and now it's actually brown, but you know what? It could be a little browner. So you give it another squirt and suddenly it's too much and the whole thing looks like a bucket of black tar on a pirate ship. That's when you think it's still better than a white gravy and you serve it anyway. Brown gravy needs to be actually brown, not some dinky light caramel color. This is what you're going for. The label on the bottle just says madkulør, food color. It doesn't say which color it is. It's for Danish food, so of course it's brown. The stuff has a really long shelf life, up to 5 years, but we Danes completely ignore that. It can't really expire. Unless it gets so thick that you physically can't force it out of the bottle. It lasts so long that some Danes even talk about inheriting bottles of the stuff from family members that have passed away. I want to be clear, there is no actual law in Denmark that says you must have a bottle of this stuff in your kitchen. But if you cook for your Danish friends and you serve something pale and boring, we will remember it for years after and we will judge you for it. What's your favorite way to use kulør? Would you ever serve meatballs with a pale sauce? Write a comment and tell us all about it.